Ahoy shipmates, and welcome to another episode of U-Boat. I am your skipper, Top Gamer, and we are going to be doing another patrol in our U-Boat and seeing what we come across. Now, what I've done is I've already reloaded the ship and everything just to get that out of the way, but I haven't selected any of the missions yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick chat with the quartermaster and see what he says and see what missions we got from HQ. I'm also looking at doing a bit of research as well to try and utilize that, so we're going to have a look and see what's about. Okay, let's get to it.
Beim BDU wird viel über ihre letzte Patrouillenfahrt geredet.
Let's see what
Gute Arbeit.
What have we got here? Can we have a look on the headquarters screen? Okay, so we're looking at operations. So this now will give us different things: aerial reconnaissance, military stash for more stuff, for more cash and that. Now these ones with the little warning signs on them are saying because if I research them now, it'd be ahead of what their real life stage of development would be. So what that would mean is it takes a lot longer to actually research it. The ones like these are okay, but all the ones which have got the symbols on them are basically saying if we research them, it's going to take time, a lot longer than it would do normally. So what we're going to do is we're going to accept this one. Now it's asking us to give them a gentleman, so we're going to assign that engineer to him, and it means he won't be available for our ship, but we've got plenty of shipmen to be able to help us and look after during that time. So if we go back to this guy now and see what assignments we have from the Admiralty.
Vom BDU. Streng geheim.
Okay, so espionage at the docks, control of the sector, 2 different sectors to patrol, and now I'm inclined to do one more of the patrols, and then what we'll do from there is if there's any espionage or docks after that, we'll do that. But I just feel we need to get the crew's experience up before we start going into anything too in depth for them. Otherwise, all that's going to happen is they're all going to panic by the time we get there, because morale is a massive thing on here, and how experienced they are will have an effect on how well they cope under pressure. We're going to go with that mission. Okay, so we've had some nice R&R as well, so I'm quite happy with how my crew are now rested, and so they're all now back on board. We'll have a quick look. Here you go, you got Alfred, Herman, Hans, they're all here. And then there we go, Klaus there. Now somewhere is the skipper. Probably on deck, there you go, another Klaus on deck there. So they're all there and on deck. What we need to do is we've refueled, I've rearmed. So all we've got to do is travel to the actual patrol sector. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on the way and disembark. So shipmates, I hope you're ready and I hope you're stocked. Stow all your gear on board and let's get going. We've now broken dock and we're slowly on our way. I'm only going to head slow at the moment, so just while we're pulling away from the dock, because we don't want to go too fast out of here. And then once we clear the docks, I'll end up speeding up, and then we can start on our main part of the journey. See, nice moving away slowly. All sailors on board, wave goodbye to your comrades. Even though you're not Russian. So wave bye to your fellow officers. There we go. We go down that route. Now I feel we're far enough away, we can, like, distance on that side, that we can look at going up one more. Now there is a mod to stop him keep going schneller every time you speed up or faster. I'm almost tempted to put that on because I don't need him to be moaning at me every time I tell him to go faster. If you have a look at the top, this is what I was talking about. You got discipline there, which basically decreases depending on the pressure they're under. Now what we're going to do, we don't need so many out at the moment, so we're going to take them off and let them just relax, keep their discipline high while we're just leaving port. There's not much for them to do at this moment, and then they'll just fill in the jobs as of when they need to, and then if we've come across anything and need them, I can just assign them as of when. Now if we go to the map, you'll see there's visual contacts here. Now these are more than likely going to be German patrol boats, but we will see as we go past. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up, and then when we get to patrol sector, we will carry on. See you in a bit. Okay, so we've not managed to reach our patrol zone quite yet, but we've had a contact report. So what we're going to do is have a look and see what's going on. We've got visual contact of a tiny group. I'm going to drag myself up there to have a little look, see what it is. Because if it's just patrol boats, we're going to leave them. If it's got any freighters or anything, we're going to try and take them out. Helmsman, I want you to set a course bearing 000. And we're going to carry on forward 3 for the time being. Thank you very much. So we're now turning around. We're going to intercept them, see what it is. If it's anything of interest, we will engage. If not, we will disengage. Going to send the what's say visual contact spotted. We're going to speed this up a little bit. There we go. We've got visual contact. Oh, another U-boat. I wonder, can we see it? There he is. What's the chances of that? It's another Type 7C U-boat. They must be heading back to port after a mission, so that's pretty cool. Haven't come across one of those before in the game yet, although I have added a mod to add a bit more variety in the shippings going along, so that might be what's caused it. But quite nice to see that we've got some friends nearby. Once we've done that, we can leave them to it and we can carry on our way. Okay, so we've now come into contact with what looks like 3 freighters at the moment. We were en route to our patrol area and they just happened to come across the line of sight, so it's literally brought us straight back into it. It's night at the moment, which is why I'm not outside, so you can't really see anything. I've got it paused just so I can give you the update. We are showing 3 other visual contacts potentially about, but just not enough for us to really know what they are. So I'm going to start the game up again. My plan is if we come out to about here and go up to forward 4, we should be able to catch them now and kind of intercept them and get them as they go past. Now there is also a message we've received from U1004, which I'm currently just downloading. Once we've got that, we'll get an idea of what that is and be able to find out what's going on there. Okay, so we've received the message. Transport spotted. Okay, so looking at it, they've seen transport. In fact, I think we've got 2 U-boats here, so I think that might actually be them here. So it looks like we might have stumbled across a Wolfpack, which is hunting a ship already. I'm going to mark that down. I'm going to try and see if I can get in on the action, because they're obviously already there. In fact, they've just fired 3 torpedoes at one of the freighters. Oh, we got a 3rd one. Okay, so we've got 3 U-boats along with us. It looks like they've been hunting these for a while as a bit of a wolf pack, and we've got one of them now which has just fired one of the freighters. What I'm going to do, let's follow this torpedo. See how it goes. It looks like to me it's going to be a hit. Yeah, that's pretty much on for a hit. There you go, you can see the explosion off in the distance, so they've hit its target. Let's quickly zoom in on this one. We can watch the others hit it from the actual boat.
Feuer on deck.
Oh, I actually clicked the torpedo, not the boat. So we can see the boat has been pretty much battered. And that looks like he's on fire. I'm going to say they're going to start abandoning the ship there, because that is pretty badly damaged. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. It looks like they've just fired another load at this one here, so if they hit that one as well. Hasn't been hit as of yet. I might not even get a chance to get a shot off on this yet. Right, let's head straight for that one and we can try and see.
Feuer on deck.
Okay. So we were going straight for that one, they've just hit it again. And this one's now sinking, so this is a definite sink. In fact, it looks like it's missing half the front of the boat. Yeah, yeah, they've actually taken off the front end of the boat, so that ain't gonna survive for nothing. Alright, so he's going down. They fired more at this one here. There's a hit. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to get a chance to even get a shot off here. Now, yep, that one's now sunk as well. No, I don't. Oh no, that's that one over there. It's sunk. This one still hasn't. Now, I don't know if me reporting is going to have any effect on me on the tonnage for my tour, because I haven't fired any of the shots, or whether just because I'm in the vicinity it goes on me as well. Now, if it does, I'll take it. I didn't do anything apart from advise that I'd seen them. And it'd be a little bit cheeky, but you know what? If it gives me the budget to get more, then I'm happy with that. But I really don't think... Yeah, look, they've fired another 3. Empire Lily is not going to survive that at all. Just follow it along the side here and just see how it goes. I'm surprised it's lasting as long as it has. It's had a torpedo hit, but it obviously must have been a Type 1 torpedo. It's not done much to it, so... Whereas that one, I've literally obliterated. That's definitely a Type 2. Lost one of its masts. It's actually on fire, and look, you can already see it's starting to lean. Yeah, it's starting to lean. So yeah, that one's well and truly been hit now. Now, I'm sure he fired 3 at it, so you're telling me the others have missed, or they just not reached it yet? It looks like the others have missed. But they're all facing away from it. Right, okay. No, it did sink. It was just too much for it in the end. They weren't, even the U-boats weren't sure though, because look, he's fired another 3 torpedoes. They must be all out of torpedoes by now. So we'll report that as sunk. We did bugger all to help, really, other than spot them. And we'll start getting back on our way. Okay, so we've reached the patrol route. We've now just told them that we're coming into patrol, but the weather is coming up to evening, but it's foggy, so we can't actually see anything at the moment. So whether we spot anything on the patrol, but we've now started the main patrol route, as you can see here. I've also set up a quick just go through section, and then we're gonna just run through the patrol and see if we come across anything. If we're lucky, even if we don't, because we were there when those ships got sunk earlier, we might get a bit of the credit for them as well. We shouldn't really, because we didn't fire a shot, but if it happens, I'll take it. Okay, so we've just had a transmission sent to us from HQ, telling us that they've been told that there's crucial technology loaded onto the freighter Empire Latimer. So we've got to sink it at all costs, and it's roughly around 4836 north by 1620 west. So what we're going to do is we're going to head that way to intercept and see if we can locate them and get them sunk. At least then we will be adding tonnage of our own just in case. And this could even be some of the equipment that we stopped previously. Could be replacements. This is where they reckon it's going to go. I'm going to set myself an intercept course. I'm hoping to try and make it so the fog will disappear before we intercept. So I've been trailing them for a while. I didn't want to catch them too quickly because I wanted to give a chance for the fog to subside. As you can see, the fog has now managed to subside, which is good, which is what we want. And we can now see them over in the distance over there. So what I'm going to do is get a bit closer because it's night time and hopefully they won't see us, and I'm going to try and intercept ahead of them. What I've got is us heading straight over here, because what I want to do is as they pass I want to be firing at them. What I've done is I've planted myself in front of them, come to a stop and got to periscope depth so we can intercept them. What I'm going to do is get our guy on the radio to move over
Kapitän?
the hydrophones.
Jawohl.
Because if we can get them picked up on the hydrophone. So we're looking for the Latimer. Seen it. There's one of these two at the back, but the good thing is we're now in a position where one of them should be almost right in front of us. They haven't seen us yet, so providing all goes according to plan, should be able to sink them without any real problems. What type of ship is this? This one is an Empire Explorer by the looks of it, so we're going to recognise that. Water level's got to be roughly on it. Say roughly about that. Speed of it is now getting calculated. Hoping to pinch them before they get a chance to spot and start doing any manoeuvres. Now my torpedo firing is very, very sketchy at best, or not the greatest when it comes to working and triangulating. I could lower the difficulty and make it so it does it automatically, but I like the realism of trying to do it myself. Okay, so he's going around 7 knots. If we quickly go to the map, we want to see roughly what speed he's going. We're gonna need okay, and then if we move this to, that's not one. Normally you can move, there we go. So he's roughly at about 44 degrees to us. Now I've read up a little bit on it to see, so we've got the right of the bow to us, so we want to go green. And what did I say, 44? So this should theoretically now give me the firing solution I need to sink him, theoretically. I'll load two tubes and see, and let's hope that I've got that right.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 2 fertig.
Right. Well, he fires at that one. Gonna lock onto one of the
40
others.
Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Rohr 3, bewässern!
Slow the other
Rohr 4,
tubes.
bewässern!
See if we get any.
Rohr 3 bewässert. Rohr 4 fertig.
I think he might be too close for us to fire on him. Believe it or not. Which is a pain, so is that down? Have we actually found? Well, there's the Latimer there, so what we'll do is give that one a miss. The previous ship was a little bit too close for us to fire on, so what I've done is I've moved on. I've managed to find the one we'd want to sink, or the one that's in the mission to sink, so I'm knocking onto that one currently. And then I've already set up the distance and done just do the speed now. Now we've done that, I'm going to start determining its course so we can get a firing solution. So that's the one we're looking at. So we're going to go from back, front, and then where were we? We got up here. We'll say there. Okay. Move this front, that's the back. So we're going to say roughly 73 by the time we get there. If we go to this and it's again right, I'm going to say 73. Firing solution on him. And fire. Right, now while he's doing that, I want to get
Herr Kaloy.
our mechanics to start loading the tubes again.
Bewegung. Los, schneller.
I might stop here because I don't want him to hit my ship. Let's reverse a little bit just in case. Gonna get bloody close.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel. Treffer.
Oh, that one was a hit.
Schäden. Treffer.
We've hit him twice. That's always good. So it shows that we're getting better with the whole torpedo. Judging the torpedoes. Whether it's enough to sink him, I don't know, but he's looking pretty worse for wear. Do you know what? None of these are armed. What would be pretty funny now is to surface the boat right in front of this guy. And then start shooting him at point blank. It's gonna scare the crap out of them all of a sudden to see me there. Get our dude on the deck gun and we'll start attacking. At this range we can't miss as well. Luckily then none of them are armed. We've managed to surprise them and get the one we wanted, so that's good.
Herr Kaloy.
So let's have a bit of fun with this one, shall we? Star shells, we don't want star shells. We'll go straight for armor piercing and try and put some holes in the side of the ship.
Wir haben ihn.
See if we do some damage and get him down. Good thing is we're hitting the back of the ship as well, so we can damage the engines from here. So it looks like the angle of bow I might have started to work out now, give or take. Still Still got a bit of practice to go, but we're getting there. Let's get some high explosives on the front. See if we can get some major damage.
Feuer an Deck.
Whoa, there we go. Direct hit. Fire on board, that's what we want to see. Let's hit the back of the conning tower. Or the bridge, as it were, on this. I want our speed to go up.
Schneller, schneller!
Let's give them a problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sink all of them, but if I can sink at least 4, I'll be happy. Or direct hit. Don't want to give him the time to recover. Get him down to 30, then we'll go back onto the armor piercings and see if we can get a bit more on him there. There we go. Another fire on deck. Keep hitting him with everything we've got. Oh, I think we've got more fires. I think we're setting more off on him. That's it. Let's go to armor piercing and see if we can get enough on him to get water taken on board.
Feuer an Deck.
I think they've sped up, so let's go
Schneller,
full
schneller!
ahead. Let them know we've sunk the ship we're supposed to have sunk.
Feuer an Deck.
Got another fire on board. How damaged is he? He can't be far off now. There's the one we've sunk. This is the guy who's pretty much knackered. He obviously they're not going to start abandoning ship soon. Because we've taken a good chunk out of him. Get shot on the front, I reckon. And in that way, make it so he takes on water in multiple points. Because I want this bad boy down. Now we're side on, we can get a good shot straight on the conning tower. Bridge, I don't know why I keep calling it a conning tower. Oh, direct hit. They ain't going to be going anywhere soon. Don't know what that was over there. With a bright light on his side. God, what a hit that was.
Feuer an Deck.
I think we've done, look at that, he's going right down at the back. I think we've done enough to sink him for now. So I'm going to go for the others now.
Kapitän.
I'm going to say he's going down. Look at the amount his back end's going in. If he doesn't sink now, I'd be surprised. But the thing is, he ain't going anywhere. He's taking on water. He's ditched down. They're probably going to abandon ship, so he ain't going anywhere. So I can always come back and finish him
Wir
off.
haben sie sinken.
I don't have to. I thought that'd be the case. Hey, now we're right next to this one. Let's give him a bit of our mind. If I don't get them all with the deck, what I'll do is I'll dive down and then hopefully give them enough time to think, oh hang on, we managed to get away from them, so they stop doing crazy Ivans, and then we can
Feuer an Deck.
finish them off with the rest of the torpedoes. Right, so we've got fire on deck on this one, although it looks like they've already put it out, so let's give them another thing to think about. they set that fire off again. Getting away that easily. Ooh, got a fire at the back as well. He's not going to be having a good time. There we go. Let's get some armor piercings and then get him taken on water. Getting a few good hits here, which is good. Hit him in multiple places as well to try and get him taken on water in multiple places. Put the flames out on the front. Oh, that one might have just missed him. You're lucky there, mate. Not there though. Aha. Oh. That was a bit optimistic. As long as we keep hitting him, we should hopefully get him taken on water, and then it will be enough to finish him off. That's the plan anyway. He looks like he's listed. Oh, just too low.
Feuer an Deck!
Got another fire on board. We must have hit something. It does look like he's listed to me, but it could just be the angle. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh no, yeah, he is definitely listing, and he's lifting up out of the water. So he's going to be dead in the water now. Yeah, it looks like he's been abandoned. Yeah, there's the pontoons there. He's leaning quite far over and he's constantly moving. Yeah, look, he's taking water on the deck now. Only a matter of time now before he goes under. Hoping the fire on deck will be enough to cause him some issues, because he is looking like he's getting lower in the water. Does look like he's drifting now. Yep, they are evacuating. There's the pontoon, so he's now been abandoned.
Feuer an Deck!
Which is good news. It means he can't be far from sinking.
Sie gehen unter, Kapitän.
Yep, he's now sinking too. Right, I'm going to try and be a little cheeky on this one. I'm going to try and see if we can get a torpedo on him. Starting to fog up again a bit. Not enough for it to be too much of an issue. Nice wet face he's got though. Oh, he's changing his course. Little blast is
Rohr
changing
1
his course.
bewässert. Rohr 2 fertig.
Give it a go though and just see. Hopefully he hasn't changed course enough that the torpedoes will miss. There's the torpedo there. As it stands, it's looking like it's going to be a hit. So I think I'm finally starting to get used to the tools to lock on.
Bis Torpedoeinschlag.
To acquire the target.
Torpedoversager.
Oh, it's a bloody dud. After all that, it's a goddamn dud.
Torpedoversager.
They're both duds.
Herr Kaloy.
Come on, get these torpedoes loaded. Can't believe hit with 2 torpedoes. No, both duds. For those of you that don't know, a dud torpedo is basically one that doesn't arm properly and doesn't Doesn't explode.
Rohr 3, bewässern.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Hopefully this one's got more time to hit him. I'm hoping this one will hit. You can see it just off in the distance over there.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
There we go. It's a hit. That's what we like to see. Bloody good hit as well. Right on its rear quarter. Let's start getting a few more shots on him with the deck gun. So it looks like I am starting to figure out the TDC. Torpedo Guidance. No, that's not what TDC stands for, but that's what I call it for because I have no idea what TDC stands for.
Feuer an Deck.
Right, so all the HE rounds are out. But we've got him on fire. Let's see if we can finish him off with these. We got one more shot. All I need to do is just enough to get him to sink. There we go. Completely done. Oh, no. Now, how damaged is he? They're not abandoning. So it says to me that he's well enough to keep going. So if we...
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Oh no, they've abandoned it.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Let's get out and have a little look, see what's going on. So they've abandoned it. Does that mean he's... Oh yeah. He looks like he's taking... It looks like his deck's going below sea level. Only a matter of time before he starts to sink. But he's not going, is he? So what we'll do... How about we give him a helping hand? There you go, a bit of distance.
Schneller, schneller!
Bit of target practice for you, Captain. Let's
Rohr
load up
1,
torpedo
bewässern.
tubes. 0 knots.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
And fire. Now this should be enough to finish him off. Once this guy's down, we will then head back to port. Yep, one got away, but I'm happy with the amount we've sunk. And probably would have been able to maybe pull up a bit more against him as well if we didn't have so many duds, but between duds and then my poor aiming at the start.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel.
Here we go.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Oh, there's another dud.
Torpedo versagt.
Just in case it didn't arm because of the distance, I'm going to test it. Well, we can't really test it because I can't fire that torpedo again, but
Rohr 2, bewässern.
there is a good chance that it's got a setting for when it arms.
Rohr 2
Los!
fertig.
Let's try this one and see how this one
40
goes.
Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
It's the problem with these Type 1s. The Type 1s were very unreliable. And there was a
30
lot of duds.
Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Might be a bit off with the 20 seconds there. Because I bet it's more than 20.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Treffer.
it's a hit.
Feuer an Deck.
Wasn't far off.
Schwere Schäden am Rumpf.
Saying serious damage, I should bloody hope so. That's a nice little screen grab just there. I want him to be finished. I think he will be. Yep, sinking. So we can now start thinking about heading back home. The one did get away, but you never know. He might get seen by somebody else. If not, then he's just lucky. What I do need to do, you can come off the deck gun now. Let's turn on the diesel and pressure, shall we? Because we're running low on reserves. Okay, so we're pulling into La Rochelle, back into port. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to get us all docked up, speak to the quartermaster and let him give us a debriefing and give him an update. And we're also going to rearm the ship, or boat should I say, and then from there we'll end it and we'll be able to then be prepared, ready for the next episode. There we go, and we've snapped in. There we go, we're now back at port.
Was brauchst du, Herr Kaloi?
Let's quickly reload the ship. We'll get him started on that because that's the bit that takes the most time. Foods I'm going to want. Take all the fish please, let's get all the veg back up. Let's have some... Looks like bacon, I'm guessing it's bacon. Served pork. Ammunition on the deck gun, so we haven't got many in the HE calibers, but hopefully once a few days pass that will come back. Start loading up all torpedoes. It looks like we got down to our last torpedo, which was really lucky. Bloody duds. I don't think we used any in the stern, did we? No, they're all okay. There we go, so they're now all loading.
Schau mal.
They'll just miss one. Items, we don't need to worry about items. Yep, there we go, that's that done. Let's get a debriefing. Okay, so Klaus has got himself the second Iron Cross, second class. Also got an Iron Cross first class. Captain's also gone up, but not enough to get the German Cross quite yet. Oh, and look, we have actually been given the tonnage from the other ones as well. Although we didn't actually sink them because we were in the vicinity, they've actually added it to ours as well. A little bit cheeky, but I'll take it. Gives us a bit more renown. So there we go then. So we've managed to not only join a Wolfpack, which ended up sinking 3 freighters. We managed to go on patrol, hunt down the freighter we were supposed to be looking for, sink in with the torpedoes, which wasn't too bad for a bit of practice for me as well to get used to it. Luckily there was no destroyers or anything there to upset us at all. And then we managed to take away the rest of them. So we got 5 out of the 6 freighters in the end on that group, and some decent torpedo hits. I'm quite happy with that. Quite a few duds, but hopefully we can try and resolve that moving forwards. And yeah, we made it back in one piece. So we're now at dock. You're all welcome to disembark now. Maybe get a few drinks down you. I've been Top Gamer. This has been Uboat, episode 2. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell on it to notify you of any new videos that I've got coming up. Please disembark and I'll catch you in the next one.